Hi everyone, Gig Coach Jake back with more great news on the gig economy. Today it's Uber Eats, as you can see behind me. They've made a great change on their customer platform. So on the app before, when they went in, they would tip, they had a set dollar amount. So it was like $2, $4, $6, or might even be zero, I can't remember, and a custom. So I think it was 246, and they had custom if they wanted to leave no tip. They actually had to go in there and put that. Again, I could be wrong because I haven't gone back and looked, but I know for a fact that it was set dollar amounts like $246. Anyhow, as you can see right here, this is what it looks like now. So for those that I would imagine have updated the app, they are seeing this on there. Now, you can see the small dollar amount right there, right? And you're thinking, that's not even $2. I would at least make 2 before. You're right. So for those that run a lot of McDonald's orders, Starbucks, and things like that where the bill total is smaller, you're probably going to take a hit. You're going to make less. That's where it is kind of a bad thing. But for those that look for better or look for higher bills, now I know with Uber Eats they don't have a lot of merchants where that leads to a lot of bigger bills, but over time I would imagine that they will. So with them going public and really pushing for some of the market share, I would think that they would start to get some better markets, some better merchants online, would allow for a great opportunity for somebody to make more money in tips. So just to give an example, right? So say that you have a $100 bill and the average tip is 15%, right? So the default in there is 15% on there, the 10, 15, 20% on the new one. That's a $15 tip. Before you had the $2, $4, $6 on a custom. Now they're probably going to go and put $10 tip. So that's a $5 increase, 50% increase from what you would have gotten before. That's huge, and that adds up over time. Now, just think if it was a $200. Now, if they did 10% tip, now think if they went in custom and put $20. That's pretty standard, right? That's still only 10%. That's still the lower of the 3 on there when it comes to the percentages. Another one where you can make a lot more money. So, I'm not super familiar with Uber Eats and as far as how many merchants and how often that you really get like higher bills. I know that a lot of them are McDonald's, Starbucks, and really small bill totals. So, we won't see how this is really going to affect and be a positive change until we gain some data on this. So I'd say about a month from now. And again, not all customers have updated the app, so not all of them are going to see this new change in there. But I could be wrong on that. As far as technology, as far as what I know on technology, I wouldn't think that they would have access to this until they update the app. Anyhow, that being said, I believe this is a great thing as a positive. Now I want to relate it to the other delivery platforms, right? Like DoorDash, Grubhub. Think about that the extra money you make on there just because they have that default set in there. And that was a big one. A lot of people wondered why. It's like, why on Uber Eats do we make so much less money and it's such crap? Just because of the way the default tip was set up. Not just the percentage and where it was, but the fact that it was a set dollar amount that could be a lot lower than 10% on some bigger bills. Anyhow, I would imagine that they're going to push for some better merchants in the future here, and there's going to be some great opportunity for you to make more money than you would have before with the way it was. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. If anything, entertaining to say the least. And if you made it this far, thank you very much. You've done well. As always, be safe out there, have fun, and work smarter.